Nigga, I done had at least 4 superstar linebackers, but no, nigga speed, nigga the top speed on a nigga probably about a 75, 77 at best.
We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the
Like,
Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints.
First opened back in 1975. There's a
now,
look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Let me use it, niggas.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I forgot that I need to go out and do this shit. It's too late now. What is this carries? Okay, where is the carry at? 77. Bruh, that dude there. That shit is. I think they were saying what he said he had to do it because of the golden shutdown.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield.
And the nigga spelled hamburger wrong.
A good pickup there of 22.
In his tweet, he spelled hamburger wrong.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a loss of 4.
Bro, how the weather is in the NOB?
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
It's been cold and raining the last 3 days, and I think we're supposed to get some rain today and tomorrow.
There's nothing but room to run.
No, nigga.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
These
but the
people
best
can't
backs that
drive
made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route.
Yeah, they rain.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after
I would tell me, I said, you spit on him. You spit on the ground. Hit him
away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Boston Scott, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down. Fry. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, Scott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. And for the score. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
Yeah, the game still be doing some fluky shit sometimes.
They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put
it could have been there too, V. Look, I like that better anyway.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Now let's go.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boston Scott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the
Your overall
toss
should go up every time.
Sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
I thought your overall go up one time every time you use
Takes
it.
the snap, turns around, tosses it to
Like
the
an egg
tailback.
underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhanded, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
I never knew that,
This is
though. I
taken
thought it
about
went
7
up
yards
one
deep.
time every
And no
time.
run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Bro, I know I'll be.
And
Bro,
this one will not get there. It's off to the left
I know I'll be hitting
anyway.
this square button
It's
diving
no
on
good.
these
And
field
the
goals. That
score will
nigga
stay
will
right
not
where
dive.
it
He'll
is.
get around the end, but won't
This
freaking
winds up
dive.
an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
And we'll leave. Oh, shit, man.
On 1st down, Fry. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Nigga B said,
Give
no,
him 30
sir.
yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Scott. Look at the spin. Balance. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look
That
effortless out
nigga
there.
said, he
Through
said,
the
no,
air, on
sir,
the
we
ground,
in the
they win
same
the ball with
division.
relative ease.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red
I don't trade
zone
with
for the
nobody in my
Saints.
division either.
This is
I
first and
rarely,
goal from
I don't
about
do
the
too
8.
many user trades.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him
last
closer
year
to
was
the
the
end
most I
zone,
made.
and
I
it'll
made
be
2.
2nd and goal.
Actually, I made 3. I made 3. Because then I need
He's going to
a
get it
cap
running
space.
right. And he takes it across and into the end zone.
I created
Saints.
Michael Thomas to Mike.
Second touchdown of the game, giving him
Created a linebacker. I think he converted him to a tight end.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here.
Is it any light at the end of the tunnel with y'all waking back up?
The rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I know that's right, nigga.
On second down, here's Mixon. And despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving,
y'all ran by y'all?
He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Look, he can't even get it.
On second down now, Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
It won't be no beat for a while,
Boston Scott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. He'll look to throw. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
They tried to run it. That's funny. They didn't even try to pass it. They tried to
might
run
have
it.
known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Look, in the words of Gigi, that shit is egregious.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Scott, open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boston Scott on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Back to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So it's there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Hey. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Go and get your money like Marvin said. They're going to judge you
all the way
anyway.
down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Well, hey, let me ask you this: why you think that? That they're trying to raise your time?
Could do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon.
Some places have a statute of limitation, too. Some places might not hire you a year, 2 or 3 after you left. But I'm not sure, but what you got to lose? Shit, that's how I look at it. What you got to lose, my nigga? And I would go with a positive attitude there.
Back to throw.
You know,
to Mixon on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are pouring it on. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver, Super Bowl 48, Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go. Green, 30.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. And some room to run now. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints.
Mama gonna be trying to link up with y'all too. Y'all know that, right?
26 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll.
That was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker plugging the rock.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep
I used to like them stuffed pepper plates,
which
nigga.
means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with that sack, partner, he just became the all-time NFL.
Oh, you talking about the rat, the fried rat, nigga?
The Mount Rushmore of sack artists has been added to. This man now goes to the head of the class. Carve out a new spot for him.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile.
Nigga, I remember when Brothers first came. I remember when Brothers first got there. That shit was
And
bomb.
this is a blowout so far as we get set for
Well,
the
look,
4th quarter.
I used to like this shit. I don't know what the was best down there now.
Let's go. 319. 319.
On 3rd down. That's Scott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boston Scott, 62 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But
But they still have them. They still have them Circle K's.
look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this
Dog,
losing streak?
I remember going to the Circle K and Terry Parkway, nigga. I'll never forget, nigga. I went and ordered a shrimp plate, nigga. When I saw them niggas weighing the shrimp, I said, man, y'all weighing how many shrimp you put in there? Nah, nigga. We never closed, had a nigga spoiled like a mug, boy. Oh yeah, it had been closed, but we never closed. Used to be the shit.
Be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard
Oh, they open back up? Oh, well, shit, nigga, I wasn't there.
Here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
And nigga, they used to
my offense right here.
They used to have this little wing spot on Reed, on Lake Forest, nigga. And I used to have this fucking ghetto punch. I can't think of the name of the damn wing place. Huh?
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win.
They had all kind of, different kind of teams.
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Said, bro,
is the running back as
don't
he trots
talk about
field.
Bluebell
I guess it kind of
ice
goes
cream.
without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm
Said,
sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second
y'all
because that's what it's been like
not to
this
talk
contest.
about
He knows
Bluebell
how to get
ice
it.
cream
And boy, he looks happy when
on
He's already bought all
the
the property
chat,
in
bro.
the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. A very
Nigga,
solid gain of
that shit ain't out
27.
here. They don't have it
I'm
out
sure
here.
he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had
No,
the 3
nigga, we don't have
interceptions
Bluebell
in the
out here,
fourth
nigga.
quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put
Yeah,
in
they
a
ain't out
tremendous
here.
amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for
Nigga,
him. Sometimes
you
it just
heard
doesn't
me.
work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye.
Bro, I don't know,
Other
dog.
courses,
That shit
as soon
ain't
as they
out
tee
here.
it up, they know they have no shot.
Ben and
Maybe that's the
Jerry's,
difference for him.
some other
Last week,
shit.
no. This
Ain't
week,
got no
a big
Bluebell,
yes.
nigga. Bruh,
Still
nigga, if I can
throwing
get
the
Bluebell
football
out
here,
here,
even
nigga,
with
I'll
the
shut
big
this
lead.
bitch down.
Yeah, I know
Shut
you
the
and I
West
came
Coast
up in a
down.
different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that.
They ain't
Other
never
people
had
think
no.
about
But my
fantasy
wife,
points and getting their
my wife was
numbers.
like, you
That's
know they
all
don't have
care about
Bluebell
right
shit.
now.
Niggas
They'll
like,
buy
what
some
kind of
time
evil
running.
is that, nigga?
And this is caught at the end. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Oh, that's your faces, nigga?
Good pickup
But see,
of 28
I don't do ham no more,
yards.
V. That
Two
shit
big
so
plays
fucking
in
salty to
succession.
me,
Not sure
dog.
this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Boston Scott taking it in. And the Saints just continue to roll. And partner, are you kidding me? With his game that he's
Yeah,
having, we are in
nigga. That's your
uncharted
faces,
waters.
hand, boy. You took me back with that fucking Lionheimer French
Just
bread,
think,
nigga.
If he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal.
Yeah, dog.
The Chargers getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains.
But the Popeyes don't have.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it.
The Popeyes don't have.
In the middle of the field,
Popeyes bus don't have corn on the car. Popeyes don't sell
and they were able to successfully
onion rings.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh, really? Or even the ones down there don't sell onion rings no more?
There as they've got themselves a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in
Bruh, I used to love Popeyes onion rings.
And I hate that when you talk about a 300.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll look to throw, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Yeah, a long time ago they did. I remember them from.
Seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This is taken around the 12. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Fry. And some room to maneuver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pick up of 28 yards.
Adrian Marvin might beat you.
We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hey, you stupid.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Sunday,
and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Fry. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
He's going to get it running right.
I thought he said B. I thought he was talking about Brendan.
Into the end zone. It's
yeah, I thought he said B. I thought he said B. I thought he was talking about Brendan.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I figured that's what you. I thought you said B as in boy. That's what I thought you said.
I think the fat lady's humming.
Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid.
She's going. She's full bore.
No, that's what I.
This thing is flat out finished.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So, bro, Judge Judy dead, though? Judge Judy died?
Lutz
I'm
now
looking
to
at my
kick this one
email.
away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no
Judge
back
Judy.
here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers.
Yeah, the little white
Obviously
leg.
getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for
I'm
this
not
final
sure,
drive in a
though.
lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Nowhere to escape.
I got an email. I just saw the border of the email. I ain't open it up, though.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, dog.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position. Probably near midfield or better.
Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh, you think you get that from your dad?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. How old is he, Ed? Oh, yeah, Ed. Yeah, well, he on your ass.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That nigga passed that ball for, I gave up 328 yards pass.
Leading them to victory.
I couldn't touch
the
it.
defensive guys, they're just saying,
That nigga was slinging that
points
shit.
up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
God damn.
So
and
for
what
New
lead,
Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year.